Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing well today. Today, I'm doing something a little different. I'll be reacting to Sonic Frontiers combat gameplay from IGN. So for those who don't know, IGN will be looking over Sonic Frontiers the whole month, and this is their second video on it. I've seen the first one where it focuses on movements. Today, as the title says, it's focusing on combat. So I want to try reacting to this. How this is going to work is I'm going to be kind of reacting and reviewing at the same time, giving some of like my opinions and kind of taking note of the details. And based on how well this does, I may consider doing more in the future. But right now I'm just kind of seeing how this goes. So with that, let's get started.
IGN first continues on with
Something I'd like to instantly point out. I noticed a lot of people are complaining about the Sonic Frontiers having the Sonic Forces model. One of the biggest things I remember someone talking about in a video was how Sonic didn't have any idle animations, like in Generation, so to speak. I instantly just noticed how he does this little turn thing. I really like that. It's one of my favorite parts, that those like little details you can appreciate. So I just figured it'd be a little something to point out.
Continues on with yet another look at Sonic Frontiers gameplay, this time focusing on combat. Sonic is up against an all-new set of baddies, some of which are among the most massive bosses we've ever seen in a Sonic game. Fortunately, Sonic's got some new tricks up his sleeve. Make sure to stick with IGN all throughout June because we've got a full hands-on preview and interviews
saw that
from the
previous
developers in
video.
store. For now though, enjoy the combat.
That's a new
of
shot.
Sonic Frontiers.
So we have a lot of new different shots of him just like standing looking out at some vast landscape. Okay, we've seen this from the small teaser that released on May 31st. Yeah, there's the punches and pitches like we've seen. Oh. Okay, that's interesting. So, I think this implies that rings will be his health bar. Because when he gets hit, he loses rings. I know instead of the instant, it's kind of delayed. Which I find is pretty cool and interesting. Essentially, I'm noticing how. Ooh. We've seen that also from the teaser. It's interesting how these also doing like the spin dash first and then goes for the punches and kicks. I know what that move is. Yeah, we've seen that. You've seen all that from the like original film, the very first teaser. See, there's another one. Is he just like okay? I guess it's like showing how it has like a little barrier thing, I guess. Whoa, that's cool. What's that? I think that's some of those like skill tree things I've seen people talk about when like a new skill tree can unlock. What the hell is that? Yo, that's freaking. That's awesome. Okay, that's like a little like shield thing. Oh, wait, so that would did that like knock it off? It has like a little boomerang attack. What I find very interesting is how the rings are like delayed when they come off, when they like fall out of Sonic, or however you want to describe it. So there's another one. Yes, that seems like a shield. Honestly, I've seen a lot of people complain about this kick thing. Actually, wait, I want to play it back for a little bit. Honestly, I think an idea to like fix it would be instead of having him do like a kick position, he'd be like in a homing attack. Like he's like in his ball form, just spinning around it. Because for those who may have played like Sonic Rush, when you were playing as Blaze, and you're like fighting Sonic. He did like a little spin attack, like similar to that, like a tornado. He was like in his spin dash form or whatever you want to call it. It was a ball basically. I think that would be a better way to have it instead of having him like kick position. I think how that wasn't a finishing move, it seems. I'm doing a lot with showing the spin cycle here. Oh, it's like that kick part is my favorite part. I'm gonna like when I get the game, I want to use that a lot. Just spamming a kick attack. It should be so cool. Yeah, him running a bit. Okay, this is also from the teaser. I've seen. Ooh, that one had a bit of a different. This is also from the teaser. Whoa! Oh, oh, that was a weird dodge. Well, play back. Okay, that was kind of weird how it kind of just like teleported behind him. Oh yeah. And not having the full quality, I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, the video's like almost done. Oh, this. Oh. I can't tell. Is this anything from the trailer? I like the music, but I'm wondering if they're just having background music playing, or the music will change whenever he gets into combat. Cause this doesn't really feel like fighting music, and I think it'd be cool to have it switch. I don't like they can't do that. Oh, this is interesting. Oh, so this looks like it is the one from the teaser, but it looks like it wasn't as big. Okay, I don't like how their music didn't change. I'm just hoping that it's just like how the video was made. To have just that background. The song's good, but I just don't like how it's just kind of playing when there's like a giant ancient machine robot, whatever we're calling it. Okay, this is interesting. I don't know what these collectibles are for. This looks cool though. Oof. Wait. Okay, that about wraps that up. It was an interesting playthrough. I would say it was more entertaining than the first one, because the first one I found was very slow because there wasn't a lot of running. It was more just walking around. Which it was interesting how they did this. Overall, I don't have much criticism for it. I haven't really done all these breakdowns before, but I have found that they do a pretty decent. They have done a pretty decent job with this. So you've seen a few enemies. They're just I'm gonna call it shield monster, whatever. I don't really know what to call these things. I'm not really gonna be naming them though. I'm definitely looking forward to this game. But I've seen a lot of people with like their positives and their negatives for it. Some I kind of find is nitpicking. Some I find is like it makes sense to have that criticism. Overall, I feel like the game. I don't think the game will like necessarily be bad, but it really comes down to the story now. I feel like for like the gameplay itself, it looks like it'll be pretty good. Like people are saying it looks empty. I kind of find that it's fine how it is. Like maybe a little bit more filled. I would like to be able to like enjoy the world, not just like find enemies everywhere. Like it's also just collectibles in general though. So we'll just have to see what happens with that. Main thing I'm looking forward to is the story behind the game. That's like the biggest thing for me when it comes to Sonic games, especially because it's not just the game itself; it's the story. Because I really do like seeing different stories and stuff, especially when it comes like watching like anime and Sonic whatnot. So yeah, I feel like this game has a lot of potential. And it looks like, at least from my point of view, it looks like EA is doing like their job for the most part. It just really comes down to the final product. It shows a lot of promise in my opinion. Nothing like right now. It's not anything like major. It looks cool. Like for example, the like spin kick thing. Uh, let me just play it. I don't know where to find it. Now they seem to definitely demonstrating the spin cycle a lot, which looks to be like a key ability for the game. I think. Yeah, this kick. I am looking forward to using this move when I get the game because it looks really cool. And it just like this looks like so much fun to like use on people. It's like wee. So that's one of my favorite parts of the whole like podcast. It's just the spin kicks. That just looks like a ton of fun. So yeah, the spin kicks again. Another thing I was criticizing was the music, especially when there's like this boss fight here. I think it's more of a mini boss. I wouldn't call it a boss fight. It would be like a mini boss. Yeah, I would like it to have like music changes. I'm hoping that this whole piano thing now just playing was just like the background for this video, but not and like the final product will have its own battle music. Because I've seen a lot of people compare it to Breath of the Wild, and I feel like having like how the music changes when you get into like fight scenes and stuff is important to have. So yeah, this boss does look pretty cool. And I look forward to like fighting it and stuff because it looks like a pretty interesting boss fight. Not necessarily challenging, but actually that's something else. The things don't seem extremely challenging. Um, but it does look like it could be pretty fun. Like for example, with this thing, you just gotta like, you just gotta use the spin cycle to like take the shield off, and then just go at it. For example, like nothing overly complicated, but they also have like their own like methods to beat it. And like once you figure out the method, you're basically solid. Obviously, these are probably just like basic fights. They'll probably be more challenging in like other areas in like later parts of the game. So yeah. Overall, I give this whole demonstration like 7, 8 out of 10. It wasn't anything like spectacular, but it was pretty interesting to see. And so I am looking forward to seeing how the final product turns out again. All that's left now is to kind of see like the story aspect behind the game, which I believe we'll see at Summer Game Fest. Which I do plan on reacting to the trailer for that, since I know it's confirmed that we're seeing it because it was in the trailer for Summer Game Fest. And so that's really it. I don't have anything else to really point out. Overall, I got to say what I want to say as we like watched it. It's definitely a lot of fun to watch. I just kind of seeing like just a general Sonic game in motion since it's been like 5 years since Forces, which was the last main Sonic game. So yeah, I am looking forward to this game overall. It looks like it has a lot of promise. I'm not really sure I would say it will end up being the big game that will put Sonic like back on top. Like it would definitely be like, I think if done right, it will definitely get him like give him more like respect towards the brand and stuff. But I'm not entirely sure I would say this will be Sonic's like big comeback to where like you can see him like rivaling like Mario and stuff again. Cause I know they technically kind of still are rivals in some shape or form, but they aren't really like rivals in like a competitive form. More just like as a fight. So yeah, that concludes this video. I hope you guys enjoyed my analysis and breakdown. And based on how this, like I said, if this does well, I will consider trying to do more of these, whether for Sonic Frontiers or another game I'm interested in seeing. Or maybe if you want to see me try and do this for trailers, let me know in the comment section. Anyways, that's all for now. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!